I know how it sounds. I hate my foster sister. But I swear, if you knew what she's done, you'd probably hate her too. Because I didn't always hate her. When she first came into our house, I actually felt bad for her. Her name's Emma. She was 14, I was 15. She looked lost, like she didn't even know how to exist in a normal home. Social services said her mom was abusive. Neglect. Screaming. The whole thing. So my parents took her in. Said it was temporary. Spoiler, it wasn't. I remember seeing her walk in with this old beat-up bag and thinking, I'm gonna help her. I'll be the big sister she never had. I let her borrow my clothes. Sleep in my bed when she had nightmares. I even told her secrets I hadn't told my best friend. She used to call me her safe person. I felt proud of that. But then, she started copying me. And I don't mean like cute little sister stuff. I mean full-on copy-paste. Same outfits. Same way of talking. Same slang, same handwriting, even the way I curled my hair. At first, I thought, maybe she's just trying to fit in. But then she started getting close to my friends. Too close. There was this one time, my best friend Lena said. Emma's like the cooler version of you. And she meant it. That was the first time I felt something shift in my chest. Like, maybe I didn't exist anymore. But the worst part? Josh. He was my crush for months. We texted. He laughed at my dumb jokes in class. I swear we had something. And then, poof. He ghosted me. Stopped replying, stopped talking, just disappeared. A week later? I see him with Emma outside the cafeteria. Laughing. She's wearing my hoodie, the one he once said looked good on me. I confronted her. She said, I didn't even know you liked him like that. It's not like you were dating. He just started talking to me. She always played innocent. Like she didn't mean to hurt me. Like everything was just some coincidence. But it wasn't just Josh. She took Lena too. She started hanging out with my friends without me. Group chats were made that I wasn't in. Hangouts I didn't even hear about. And slowly, it hit me. I was the outsider in my own life. And my parents? Completely blind. Every time I tried to talk to them, it was the same thing. Emma's had a hard life. Be patient. She looks up to you. No. She didn't look up to me. She was becoming me. But that's not even the worst part. Because what happened next? It proved she wasn't just trying to fit in. She was trying to take over. You ever live with someone and suddenly realize they've been watching you a little too closely? Not in a creepy way at first, but like, they start becoming you. That's what happened with Emma. I came upstairs one night to grab my phone and saw the light from my room was on. I thought maybe my mom left laundry or something. But no. Emma was sitting on my bed. With the lights off. Reading my diary. Yeah. Not even trying to hide it. Just flipping through it like it was a magazine. She looked up at me, and she didn't even flinch. She just said, You really think I'm trying to be you? I swear, I couldn't even speak. She had read everything, every single thing I'd written about her. The part where I said I missed my old life. The stuff about how she took Josh from me. How she replaced me with my own friends. How I felt like my parents were slowly treating her like the favorite. She knew. And she wasn't even sorry. Then she said this. You know, your mom tells me stuff she doesn't even tell you. She said I'm the daughter she never had. And then, she smiled. Like she wanted me to snap. So I kicked her out of my room. Locked the door. Sat on the floor shaking. The next morning I told my mom everything. I told her Emma read my diary, that she said all that stuff, that I feel like I'm losing my place in this house. And guess what she said? Emma's been through a lot. Maybe you're just overwhelmed. No punishment. No talk with Emma. Just teen girls fight. It was like I was the problem for even saying anything. Then a few days later, Emma posted a TikTok. Her lip syncing to some sad audio. But the caption? When your sister secretly hates you and wants you gone, broken heart pleading face. And the comments? People were siding with her. Even Lena, my old best friend, commented. You don't deserve that. Some people can't handle a strong heart, sparkling heart. I lost it. I went straight to Emma's room. Started yelling. Called her fake. Told her she was never my sister. And what did she do? She pulled out her phone and recorded me. Cut the video to make me look insane. Showed it to my mom. Cried. Said I was bullying her. And somehow I got grounded. She got taken out for King ice cream. That's when I knew, this girl doesn't just copy people. She studies them. She knows how to play the victim. And now I think she's not just trying to become me. I think she wants me out of the picture completely. Because last night, I found something in her drawer. Something that proves this isn't just jealousy anymore. So after everything, the lies, the TikToks, the diary, I started avoiding her. Didn't talk to her. Didn't look at her. I was tired of getting gaslit in my own house. But the worst part? She started acting even nicer. Like, fake nice. Helping with dishes. Saying good morning, like we were besties. Always smiling. Always polite. And that's how I knew something was coming. Because Emma only acts nice when she's hiding something. So one night, while she was in the shower, I went into her room. I wasn't looking for anything specific. I just needed proof I wasn't crazy. And I found it. Bottom drawer. Under her hoodies. A notebook. Not a journal. A tracker. There were names written inside. My name. My friends' names. Dates. Times. Little notes like, Lena texted her at 9:34, responded fast, seems loyal. Josh smiled in the hallway, progress. She was documenting people. Like some weird social experiment. But under my name, she wrote. Always watching. She's not as strong as she thinks. Wait. Let her burn out on her own. I stood there, shaking. Because that's when it finally hit me. This girl was playing a long game. She wanted to erase me. And I'm not exaggerating. Because the last page? She wrote. Plan A, expose her. Make her melt down. Plan B, flip everyone. Make her leave. Plan C. Then it just said. Break her. Completely. Who the hell writes that? Who plans out how to destroy someone? I took photos of the notebook. Every page. Every name. I needed proof. Because next time she twists the story, I'll be ready. But I made one mistake. I forgot to put it back exactly how I found it. And the next morning, she looked at me differently. Colder. Like she knew. So now I sleep with my door locked. I don't eat anything she touches. I don't talk to her unless I have to. Because now I know what she's capable of. And I know something else too. She's not done. And what happened 2 nights ago just proved it. Because someone tried to log into my Snapchat at 2:14 a.m. From inside the house. After I found her little notebook of evil, everything changed. I stopped pretending. No more smiles. No more small talk. I kept my distance and locked my door every night. And yeah, I knew she noticed. She always notices. 2 days later, my mom pulls me aside in the kitchen. Totally serious face. She says, Emma told us you've been acting unstable. She's worried about you. Worried about me? Are you joking? I literally laughed. Out loud. And then I said it, I told her about the notebook. About the plans. The pages. The weird obsession. I even showed her the photos I took. And guess what she did? She stared at them. Scrolled through. Then she asked. Are you sure you're not just projecting? Maybe she wrote that stuff for therapy. As a way to cope. I almost screamed. Like, what do you need, a confession letter with blood on it? Then my dad joined in. You've been distant lately. We're not saying you're lying, but Emma's never given us a reason not to trust her. Oh yeah? She literally stole my friends, my crush, my life, but no red flags? They even had the audacity to suggest family therapy. Like I was the one ruining everything. Like I was the toxic one. That night, I stayed up till 3 a.m. just staring at the ceiling. Because when your own parents choose a girl they met a year ago over you, what the hell do you even do with that? And you know what Emma did the next morning? She made pancakes. Wore my old hoodie. Sat across from me at the table and said, Good morning, sis. With that little smile. I swear I almost threw the plate at her face. But I didn't. Because now I'm playing the game too. That same day, I went to school early and found Lena. Pulled her aside. I was like, look, I know you think I'm crazy, but just read this. I showed her the screenshots. The notes. All the sh*t Emma had written about her, too. Because yes, her name was in that notebook. Lena turned pale. She just whispered. She said you were obsessed with me. I said, no. She's obsessed with all of us. And for the first time in forever. Someone believed me. She promised not to say anything yet. Said she needed time to process. Fair. I get it. But now at least one person knows the truth. And I'm done playing victim. Because if Emma wants a war, I'm giving her one. In part 5, I'll tell you how I set the trap. What I recorded. And why she's finally scared of me. Let's just say. I flipped the script. After Lena saw the notebook screenshots, something in me switched. I wasn't scared anymore. I was angry. And honestly? I was done playing defense. So I came up with a plan. Nothing illegal, nothing crazy. Just smart. Because if Emma wanted to ruin me with lies, I was gonna ruin her with the truth. I knew she couldn't help herself. She had to win. She had to control the story, the room, the people. So I gave her a stage. I started being nice. Like, creepily nice. Smiling at breakfast. Complimenting her outfits. Telling her she was so mature for handling all the stress. She loved it. She thought she'd finally broken me. And that's when I knew she'd slip. So one night, I left my door accidentally unlocked. I made sure she heard me on the phone with Lena, talking about deleting everything. The screenshots, the messages, the photos of her notebook. Of course I wasn't deleting anything. That was bait. And just in case, I left my old iPhone on the bookshelf. Camera rolling. Recording audio and video. Pointed straight at my desk where the photos were open on my laptop. Then I left the house for an hour. When I got back, my bedroom door was closed. I never close it. And the laptop? The folder was gone. Files deleted. Trash bin emptied. I didn't even panic. I just smiled. Because I had her. That night, I waited until everyone was asleep. I took the phone out, opened the recording, and just watched. And there she was. Emma. Standing in my room. Scrolling. Looking dead into the screen. Then whispering. She'll never prove anything now. She smiled to herself. Like some kind of villain in a teen drama. Then she looked straight at my mirror. Where the iPhone was hidden behind a makeup bag. And walked out like nothing happened. I uploaded the footage to Google Drive, then sent it to Lena. Then I sent it to myself. Then I backed it up on a flash drive. No more chances. The next day, I asked my parents if we could have a talk. I told them Emma had been in my room again. They didn't believe me, obviously. So I just pulled out my phone and said. Then watch this. At first, they rolled their eyes. But then they saw her. On camera. In my room. Deleting everything. Saying exactly what I needed her to say. My mom went pale. My dad looked like he got punched in the chest. They didn't say anything for a full minute. Then my mom whispered. I don't understand. And I just said. You don't have to. You just have to believe me now. Emma didn't get grounded. She didn't get yelled at. She just went quiet. Didn't say a word to me for 2 days. But I caught her looking at me. And this time, she was scared. Because she finally knew. I wasn't afraid anymore. She couldn't twist this. Couldn't play the victim. I had proof. And I wasn't deleting it. But if you think that's where it ends? No. Because the next week, I got a message request from someone I didn't recognize. A burner account. No profile pic. Just one message. You think this is over? Yeah. She wasn't done. So yeah. I thought it was over. She got caught. I had the video. My parents finally saw the truth. But Emma? Emma doesn't give up. She doesn't get embarrassed. She gets even. A few days after she went radio silent, I got that creepy burner account DM. You think this is over? At first I thought, okay, maybe someone's messing with me. But then Lena texted me. Hey, Did you tell anyone what happened between me and that guy from theater? I was like, what? No. Never. Turns out, someone anonymously leaked screenshots of Lena's private messages. Stuff she told me a year ago in confidence. Stuff only I and maybe Emma knew about. And now it was all over school. Lena was crying in the bathroom. And people were already whispering that I was the one who leaked it. Because of course, that's exactly what Emma wanted. She didn't just want me humiliated. She wanted me alone. Again. I tried to explain to Lena. I told her it wasn't me, that I'd never do that. And at first, she didn't believe me. She was quiet. Distant. I felt everything slipping again. My chest felt like it was caving in. But then, she showed me something. She had gotten the same burner message I did. And right after, her backup email got hit with a password reset. She finally said, I don't think it's you anymore. But the real turning point? That came from Josh. Yeah, Josh. The same Josh Emma stole from me months ago. Out of nowhere, he DM'd me. Hey. I know you probably hate me. But can we talk? I didn't respond right away. But he kept messaging. Turns out, Emma had catfished him. Back when we were still texting, she made a fake account, pretended to be another girl and started flirting with him. Just to test if he'd cheat. When he responded, she used it against me. Made it look like I was talking to other guys. That's why he ghosted me. He said. I believed her. And I was wrong. She's not okay. That was it. The last person I expected to back me up finally saw it too. And now, Lena, Josh, and I? We're done playing her game. So we met up. Made a list of everything. Screenshots, messages, voice memos, even audio from when Lena secretly recorded Emma saying she deserves to be humiliated. Maybe then she'll finally shut up. We put it all in a folder. One big, ugly, undeniable truth. Then we emailed it to my parents. And CC'd the school counselor. No more secrets. No more hiding. The next morning, silence. Emma didn't come to breakfast. Didn't go to school. Didn't even leave her room. I don't know what my parents said to her. But later that day, my mom sat me down and said, we didn't want to believe she could lie to us like that. But, we believe you now. And that's when I finally broke. Like, really broke. Cried for 20 minutes straight. Because I'd been screaming into the void for a year. And someone finally heard me. But if you think Emma took the L and moved on? Nah. So after my parents finally believed me and Emma disappeared for a bit, I thought maybe it was finally over. But nope. Emma's next move? She tried to destroy me at school. One day, I got called into the principal's office. Heart pounding, I walk in, and what do I see? Emma, sitting there, looking all innocent. And a folder full of emails and screenshots. She claimed I had been bullying her online. That I was sending nasty messages. That I was creating drama and making the school unsafe. I was shocked. I didn't even know how to defend myself. Until the principal showed me the evidence. Emails from a burner account. Messages with my name on them. Threatening and mean. But here's the catch, none of it was from me. I never sent a single message. But Emma fabricated everything. Photoshopped screenshots. Edited emails. All to make it look like I was the bad guy. I felt like I was drowning. But I wasn't going down without a fight. I pulled out my phone. I showed the principal the videos I recorded, Emma sneaking into my room, deleting files. I showed screenshots of the real conversations with Lena and Josh. And most importantly? I showed the notebook, the one where Emma planned to ruin me. The principal stared at everything. And after a long silence, she said, if this is true, Emma has serious issues. We will investigate immediately. Emma looked furious. She tried to speak but was cut off. For the first time, she looked powerless. The investigation took a few weeks. Emma got suspended. My parents finally put their foot down, no more chances. And I felt something I hadn't felt in months, relief. But I also felt scared. Because I know Emma's not done. She's smart, manipulative, and dangerous. But now I'm ready. I have proof. I have people on my side. And I'm not letting her win anymore. So Emma got suspended, and for a moment, I thought maybe this was it. Maybe she'd finally back off. But nope. About a week after she came back, she knocked on my door. Soft voice. "Can we talk?" she said. I wasn't sure if it was a trap, but I let her in. We sat awkwardly in the living room. She said she was sorry. That she missed sisterhood. That she wanted to make things right. For a second, I wanted to believe her. But I couldn't shake the feeling that she was just playing a part. Then she said something that made my blood run cold. "You know, it's exhausting to fight all the time. Maybe we can start over." I looked her dead in the eye and said, "No. You don't get to erase what you did." She smiled, that fake smile. And I swear I saw something dark flicker behind her eyes. Because the very next day, someone anonymously dropped private texts of mine all over the school. Texts I never sent. Photoshopped stuff. And guess who was standing by with a smug look? Emma. But here's the twist. For once, people didn't believe her. Because by then, I had Lena, Josh, and even some teachers backing me up. They'd seen what Emma was capable of. The principal called a meeting. Emma got suspended again. And this time, my parents said enough is enough. But the worst part? Emma wasn't done. Because at that meeting, she dropped a bombshell. She said, "I'm not the problem. You all are. Maybe she's the one who needs help." She tried to flip the entire situation. But this time, no one bought it. So yeah, this is the point where I realized. Emma's not just toxic. She's dangerous. And this isn't just a fight. It's war. So after that meeting where Emma tried to flip the story, things got worse as way worse. She started spreading rumors so toxic I couldn't even look at anyone without feeling judged. People I trusted stopped talking to me. Even my own family seemed to pull away. And then, she did something I'll never forget. She went after my grades. One morning, I got an email from school, an official complaint about cheating. They said someone reported me for copying answers during an exam. I was shocked. I swear, I never cheated in my life. But they had evidence. Photos of my test paper with notes that weren't mine. Emails with threats to teachers, supposedly from me. I knew exactly who was behind it. Emma. I fought back. Showed my teachers my study notes, my rough drafts, even recordings of me studying alone. I got an attorney involved through my parents. The school had to drop the charges. But the damage was done. My reputation was stained. I felt broken. Still, I refused to give up. With the help of Lena and Josh, I started documenting everything. Every lie. Every threat. Every time Emma tried to isolate me. And finally, after months of hell, my parents saw the full picture. They confronted Emma. And this time, they made it clear. She either gets help or she leaves. That was the moment everything changed. Emma packed her bags. Left without a word. And honestly, I felt free for the first time in years. But the scars? They're still there. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my head. Sometimes I wonder if she ever really cared about anyone. But I'm done with her. I'm telling you this because maybe someone out there is going through the same thing. Feeling trapped by someone who pretends to be family but is really your worst enemy. You're not alone. And you can fight back. So yeah, Emma's gone. And for the first time home again. But healing? It wasn't EAS. At first, I was angry, so angry. I doubt. But then I realized I had to let G. Not of the Bika. I started small. Therapy. Journaling. Talking to friends who really cared. No more secrets. No more hiding feelings. I even started saying no more, to people, to situations, to toxic thoughts. And slowly, things changed. My parents apologized. We rebuilt trust. Lena and Josh? They became family in the real sense. I found new hobbies. New dreams. New reasons to smile. Most importantly, I found me again. I'm not the same scared girl who let someone walk all over her. I'm stronger. Wiser. And ready for whatever comes next. If you're stuck in a toxic situation right now, please know, it does get better. You can fight back. You can heal. And sometimes, the darkest stories lead to the brightest new beginnings. Thanks for listening. This was my story, raw, messy, but real. And maybe, it'll help someone out there feel less alone.